Mark Rothko is a titan of abstract expressionism. His nuanced textures, pointillism and patina of colour-field paintings, sui generis and an apotheosis, bands of illuminating and radiating colours, an apogee of the discipline, rectangular, soft, vertical and juxtaposed. Really, really quite something. His transcendent aesthetic, nonpareil. I've had the privilege of seeing some Rothko paintings in New York, in MoMA, and in the Met. Quite something. And indeed, they're highly coveted. Some of them selling for in the hundreds of millions. When I was doing my maritime field recordings for my album Seascape Murals, I was working outside Roach's Point, and I looked into the expanse and I saw a juxtaposition of the sea, the azure sky and the nimbus, and it was the personification of Rothko. Indeed, Rothko bequeathed the title of the album, Seascape Murals. His seagram murals are highly coveted, and I'm sure at some point the collectors will be avid at collecting each one and trying to acquire the whole series. Quite amazing. But I do believe that the seagram ones may end up being the most expensive paintings on Earth at some point. Question, do I have an intersection with Mark Rothko? Yes, I do. The kind of penultimate theatric portrayal of Mark Rothko is in a play called Red, starring Alfred Molina as Rothko and co-starring our great friend Eddie Redmayne. And Alfred Molina is a very accomplished actor, prodigious actor, and he actually has worked with Cillian Murphy doing narrations, voiceovers, on one particular project, but I think maybe on others also. So there you go, that's one. But the most prominent one is I played with Bobby Previtt in New York City, and Bobby Previtt attended the State University of New York in Buffalo, and there he studied under Morton Feldman, who held the Edgar Varese Chair of Music, and basically taught Bobby Previtt. And Morton Feldman was commissioned by the Rothko Chapel. Now, the Rothko Chapel is a non-denominational church where several of Rothko's paintings are on permanent exhibition, a place of pontifical contemplation. And Morton Feldman was commissioned by the Rothko Chapel to compose music for the Rothko Chapel. And indeed, one of Morton Feldman's most acclaimed pieces is the Rothko Chapel. And Bobby Previtt studied that and many other pieces by Morton Feldman at the State University of New York in Buffalo. The ironic thing about Mark Rothko, who was a lovely, lovely man, a very mild man, but the most intriguing thing about him, even though he was friendly with Morton Feldman, and Morton Feldman loved his paintings, and indeed Mark Rothko gave speeches and lectures and discussions with John Cage He was also friendly with him. But his own favourite music, or composer, was Mozart. So he absolutely loved Mozart, and that was his favourite music. So when he used to paint, he loved to paint in silence. But when he took a break to reflect upon his work in pensive sooth, he would listen to Mozart, which is a quite intriguing appendage. Thank you very much for listening.